We have some exciting news to discuss here. Ladies and gentlemen, SEC Chair Paul Atkins said the agency is working to provide greater certainty to the crypto market. Why is this big news, guys? Well, this is an AI-generated photo of Paul Atkins. Yes, I can tell. Well, it's big news because the SEC has completely flipped to being pro-crypto. Normally, we saw Gary Gensler, the previous administration. Gary Gins leading the way, pretty much leading a stampede against crypto, with Karen, aka Elizabeth Warren, in his back pocket. A lot of those voices have been silenced, and a lot of the pro-crypto voices are starting to come to the forefront. And what better than having a pro-crypto voice, be the new chair of the SEC? So let's break down exactly what was said today by the SEC chair, Paul Atkins, and what this means for crypto. If you guys are just joining the live, appreciate you guys for tapping in. A couple of you guys on with me right now, so thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to sub on YouTube if you haven't. Follow us here on X. So let's get right into it. Statement on the spring 2025 regulatory agenda. Paul S. Atkins. I wonder what S stands for. Chat, if you think it's Sam, comment Sam, no Bankman Fried. Screw that guy. Right? Great. So, September 4th, that is today. Wow, oh my gosh. Today, the Office of the Information and Regulatory Affairs released the Spring 2025 Unified Agenda for Regulatory and Deregulatory Actions. This regulatory agenda reflects that it is a new day at the Securities and Exchange Commission. The items on the agenda represent the Commission's renewed focus on supporting innovation, capital formation, market efficiency, and investor protection. The agenda covers potential rule proposals related to the offer and sale of crypto assets to help clarify the regulatory framework for crypto assets and provide greater certainty to the market. A key priority of my chairmanship is clear rules of the road for the issuance, custody, and trading of crypto assets while continuing to discourage bad actors from violating the law. Great. How about we discourage the Sam Bankman-Frieds of the world? Awesome. More statements from Paulie Walnuts, Paulie Atkins. The agenda covers potential rule proposals related to the offer and sale of crypto assets to help clarify the regulatory framework of crypto assets. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, we're kind of reiterating the same stuff here. Lark Davis, the SEC chair. Paul Atkins says providing a regulatory framework for crypto is a key priority. Yep, we just read that. This is Paul Atkins, and this is Hey, it's Franklin. Chat, if you've been on these lives with me before, this isn't the first time I've done this. My mind makes stupid comparisons. If you guys see it, does anyone else see it? Paul Atkins, Hey, it's Franklin. They have this same just calm little smile on their face, very calming presence. Hey, Franklin. Hey, it's Franklin and Paul Atkins. I don't know. Chat, engage with me. Tell me how stupid I am. Tell me how accurate this is. Hey, it's Franklin. Paul Atkins. It's the same person. Either way, guys, we're going to be staying top of line, and we're going to continue to look at all of this information in regards to the SEC. I think one of the biggest bullish catalysts that we can get towards the end of the year, and I think this actually might happen just because the past couple of weeks we've continued to see the same thing regardless of what cryptocurrency it is. All these ETFs continue to get denied and pushed back right now. And I think a lot, if not all of them, are going to get the immediate stamp of approval next month in August in the same date, closer to the end of the month. If that happens, that is like a green light of like 60 plus, I don't know, I forget how many, maybe not 60, but definitely over like 10, 20 of ETFs that are currently waiting. And I'm talking about XRP ETFs, Cardano ETFs, SUI ETFs, Dogecoin, Hedera. All these different projects are waiting to have ETFs approved. And there's so many individuals out there too. Grayscale's got a whole lot going on. There's a lot, guys. So, you know, Van Eck is starting to do their thing. But once all these ETFs get approved, I believe this might happen next month in October. If that happens and rates get cut, and then we get 600 plus maybe dollars from tariff revenue that Donald Trump and Howard Lutnick want to give American people, is potentially $600, maybe even more, like $1,200 or something. Not a stimulus check, because it's not, you're not spending money to give to the American people. It's not inflationary. It's from revenue. And the last time Americans got a stimmy check, a lot of them put it into crypto or some sort of investment. And that's what I did. So if we get another $600 stimmy check, plus, etc., whatever type, however you want to call it, that could be big for the markets. So there's like 4 or 5 catalysts that I'm focused on for the last couple months of the year here, and that's one of them. Number 1 is the Fed going to cut rates? Number 2 is the SEC going to approve all these ETFs at once? And number 3, are we actually going to get some sort of a check from the government from tariff revenue? If all those 3 things happen, I mean, we're going much higher soon. I mean, sky's really the limit if that happens. Chat, let me know what you think about this. Is Paul Atkins actually Hey Arnold? Are they actually the same person? They might be, in my opinion. I think maybe they're related. Maybe Paulie Atkins has a turtle on the dad's side of his family or something. You never know, guys. Shapeshifters out here. But that's my 2 cents, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Are you guys able to detect that this is an AI-generated photo of Paul Atkins? I hope so at this point. If not, that might be a good indication that AI is already advanced. It's too advanced for you. But guys, that's my opinion. The SEC is making it very, very clear that they are pro-crypto, that they want to do a lot to change things to make it easier for not only institutions, but retail investors to dip their toe into crypto. There's a massive effort on this front. And again, I think the 3 biggest catalysts that I'm focused on to push us into new heights when it comes to price action here in the crypto space is number 1, rate cuts from the Fed. Number 2, all these ETF approvals at once in October. If that happens, I think really smart move by the SEC. And the markets that day, that week will just be freaking insane. And number 3, are we going to get some sort of check from the government from tariff revenue? Gandhi, appreciate you tapping in. As always, our loyal YouTube supporter. I actually got to get back to you in the DMs. Appreciate you tapping in with us again. Yeah, man. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, Gandhi. What do you think? As someone who is a builder, developer on chain, are you looking for certain things like the SEC and what they say in regards to clarity, or are you just building regardless? Which probably should be the thing to do. If you're a developer, if you're a coder or a builder, it doesn't matter what's happening in the news, just keep building. Put your head down. That's what I would suspect. But yeah, I don't know, chat. Appreciate all of you guys for tapping in with me right now. More of you guys trickling in as the time goes right now. But yeah, the SEC wants to lay out new framework. I am more about immutable decentralized tech. Interesting. And ETH is the chosen stomping grounds for you. Anything outside of ETH, Gandhi? I don't know if there's a conflict of interest since you have a project on ETH. Anything outside of ETH that you like? Just curious. You don't have to let me know, but in regards to decentralized projects and everything of that nature that you just spoke about, there's definitely some great projects out there that aren't ETH based. So, other layer ones. So let me know. I'm just curious. But I appreciate you for tapping in, Gandhi, and interacting as always. I love doing these lives and interacting with you guys. It makes it more fun for me. So if you guys are just sitting in the live, doing nothing, comment, say what's good. Okay? Let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm from New Jersey. I live in Arizona, east to west coast. Are you guys in the States? Are you somewhere else? Let me know. Appreciate it, chat. I like lots of projects, but would I build on them? I don't know. See, that's fair. I mean, you're with me. I was saying similar things in the live stream this morning, right? It's a lot of good ideas on paper, but you know, someone's got to build them. Someone's got to carry them out. And there's some ecosystems where, you know, there might not be good incentives for somebody to want to build on that platform and ecosystem. Might go somewhere else. So a lot of competition, a lot of things to figure out, a lot of variables, a lot of keys, guys. But yeah, main topic for today, when this live right now, was just the SEC and Paul Atkins. I'm curious to see over the next couple weeks, in September into October, over the next couple months, really towards the end of the year, what are we going to see? What is going to get approved? What's going to get pushed back? What's going to be this new narrative, right? Like this, we got to take a look at all this stuff, guys. Before 2025, I felt differently about ETH. I didn't know. I mean, I wasn't on this ETH is dead crowd, right? Like I wasn't like, oh my God, ETH is done. But I was a little concerned, right? But when you have the entire TradFi system basically saying, yeah, we're gonna pick ETH, like not collectively almost, like so many large institutions, companies are deciding to build on ETH. So it's reality, guys. It's reality. Why aren't they building somewhere else? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. You got to look at what's actually happening. And that's reality. Is Ethereum is a clear winner. Over 50% plus of stable coins are being built on ETH, and it's still continuing. A lot of big names are building on ETH, guys. Now, is that to say that ADA or Avalanche or Solana and all these are going to fail? Of course not. But you got to look at reality. And some are much further along than others, regardless of how good their tech is on paper. So you got to be honest about this stuff, guys. And right now, all eyes are on this administration. All eyes are on this guy, Paul Atkins. All eyes are on Donald Trump. All eyes are on Howard Lutnick, Cynthia Lummis, all these guys. ETH and EVM is so big in crypto. The reality is if ETH doesn't win, no other chain is going to at this point. Huh. That's a fair... Huh. I don't know about that, though. If no other chain, if ETH wins, if ETH doesn't win, then no other chain does. I don't know about that. And the only reason why I say that is because that's like saying if Bitcoin doesn't work, if Michael Saylor were to say, oh crap, I get the issues now that I'm ignoring about Bitcoin for years, he's not, like, in that scenario, in that event, it's probably never going to happen, but in that event, he's not just going to call it quits and just leave the entire space. And no, he'd probably look at a technology like Caspa. So there's always an evolution. There's always something better. Right? There's something better. But if Ethereum were to fail, in a sense, it would just drive attention to other platforms, I think, like ADA or Avalanche or Solana or something like that. And there's a lot of options out there. There's thousands, literally like hundreds of thousands of cryptos now. But out of those hundreds of thousands, like 98% are either a scam, garbage, or, unfortunately, they're just like not a successful operation. So when it comes to actually looking at projects that could potentially replace Ethereum, sure, there's probably hundreds of thousands on paper. But how many actually could you actually say that about? Probably a handful. So I don't know. We'll see. Interesting concept. Gone. Yeah, same if BTC fails. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully that ever does not happen for us here in the crypto space, because we love this stuff, right? If you love crypto, guys, comment crypto in the comments, I guess. I don't know, right? Just freaking follow us, all right? You'd be doing me a big favor, guys. I appreciate it. I hope you guys follow me. I don't agree. ETH is supposedly the most decentralized and most used. If that fails, it's not good for the space. I don't agree. It's the most decentralized. It's definitely not the most decentralized. It's the most used. Yeah, I don't think that's arguable. ETH is for sure the most widely known. Outside of Bitcoin, it's obviously ETH. There's no way around it. But is it the most decentralized? No, it's not. But yeah, interesting chat, Gandhi. Appreciate the interactions. Yeah, I'm going to be back on the stream soon, guys. We got some more stuff to cover today. There's a lot more stuff going on. I might hop on here and talk about something going on with Coinbase. So stay tuned. That could be interesting. Until then, guys, make sure to follow the Coins on X. Give me a follow on X if you want, Crypto with Paul. And subscribe to us on YouTube. All right, we got our Caspa interview that just came out yesterday. Got some more videos coming out for you guys soon. So stay tuned. This is the Coins on Crypto with Paul. See you guys.